flew down to Christchurch yesterday morning, had a few delays. There's a bit of fog in Christchurch and I was starting to get a bit panicky that I wasn't going to make it here, but I've had a Tahr hunt planned with Cohan for a couple of weeks now and I've been blooming excited. And then last weekend Christchurch and the Canterbury obviously got those massive floods, and I was watching the videos and it almost got to the point where we didn't think we were going to be able to do it with the Ashburton Bridge situation, but we got here and we're in some front country because apparently there's more rain warning for the main divide, and the rivers, there was no way we could go up one of the main rivers. Even this stream that we've come up was pretty high a couple of days later, but we walked 3 hours in the dark, 3.5 hours in the dark last night, chucked some tents up, went to sleep, woke up in the dark again, and we're probably about another three or four, yeah. So we're about 6 to 7 hours up into Tahr country now, and we've seen a few bulls from the creek on the walk in. One was a shooter and I would have shot him, but there was just no way we would have got him. He was basically irretrievable unless he fell to the stream. So we carried on and we've seen a good handful of bulls so far, which has been awesome. We've got a few bulls up in the bluffs way up high over here. We've spotted one up behind camp up in the snow up here. So I think we're going to go have a look up here this afternoon and check him out and see how we go. We've got a couple of days, so bloody awesome. I am so stoked to be here. Down low?
Yeah, the real big one that runs up.
Yeah.
Runs up the highest.
Yeah, that was my first impression when I looked at him. Right, so we've shot out for the hunt this evening. We just climbed the hill up behind camp to where we saw a bull up in here, but he looks like he's a bit young. And we were glassing and I turned around and looked down the hill here and I thought I saw a Tahr running, and it was bloody 5 stags. And the lead stag was a really nice stag. He was a 12 pointer. We rushed over around the spur line and I got lined up at 350, but he never stopped and he went over and walked away. We re-watched the footage that Cohan got of him, and he is a really nice stag, nice even 12, but another year or two probably and he just grow into that big beautiful stag. So probably a good thing I didn't shoot him. But we've got quite a few bull Tahr all across opposite us on the valley up here, and there's a real nice looking maney one further up valley up there that we're going to go chase. So mission's on.
Comfy? I'm going to start recording now.
Yeah, right. You good?
Yep. Behind him. It was behind him.
Behind him?
Right, yeah, it was to the right.
Fuck, there's a lot of wind drift.
It was probably, yeah. Later on.
Alright, so I've just shot a bull across the valley from us, one we've been watching for a wee while, with a really awesome skin and cape, and it's quite windy and I've had to put multiple shots into him because we've just screwed up in the wind basically, but we've got him, so that's the main thing. I'm a little bit annoyed with myself. Hopefully the skin's still okay after being shot a couple of times, but we'll go up there and find out. So, full of mixed emotions right now. I'm extremely effed off with myself for what's been a terrible display of shooting, a bloody debacle to get this fella, but we got him in the end and he's on the ground. We spotted him from ages away, the big mane and coat, after looking over multiple bulls all day, and decided this one's the one to take for the skin. So he looks like he's an older fella. Haven't actually counted his growth rings, but he's not massive in the horn. I think he's about 11, but he's big in the body and just such an awesome big mane. So absolutely wrapped with that. Take the skin off him, take the full skin, and we'll get on out of here and back to the tents. Epic. Made it. Bit of a slog in the dark. Big load on. Yeah, boy.
Oh, yeah.
In the rain. Bloody pouring down. Love it.
Socks didn't dry.
Cohen's socks are still wet.
Yeah.
Yeah, tough as guts, eh?
So we had quite a bit of rain overnight last night. Woke up this morning to rain, so we had a lazy start, and then we've been clagged in all morning. And we've sidled back around the main stream, above the bluffs where we saw a few bulls on the way in yesterday. We wanted to go further up the side creek today, but all the fog and the clag stopped us from doing that. It's early afternoon now, we've just had lunch and we've just come onto some tar, just in the top of the bluffs where we saw them yesterday, so no bulls yet, just a few nannies. See what happens. Just got a few tar, about 30 metres just below us, just here. There's a young bull with them, but nothing mature yet. So we've just been sitting at the top of these bluffs that are all just down here, watching a bull, or quite a few bulls, just all young ones, and then there's the one master bull by the looks, but he wasn't quite big enough or old enough to be shootable for Cohan. And yeah, he's seen our movement and decided to come check us out. He must have thought that we were bloody another bull or something coming to steal his girls. And he came right up here, as you would have seen, within 10-15 meters at one point. Got some awesome footage and some awesome photos. I can't wait to look at them when I get home. So cool, so cool. But we're going to move back over to the top of camp and go back up our side creek because the clag's coming in and out, so hopefully we'll get the chance to get a view back up the side creek again this evening. Yeah.
Oh, you know, he's got it. Yeah. I think he's.
Good. Yeah, I'm good there. Bro, that's a hit. Definitely. 100%. Yeah, he's dead. Yeah, boy.
Oh, from a day that I thought was going to be nothing, eh? What a day it's been.
So we spotted an awesome big shaggy looking bull up in the snow up here, lined up, and Cohan just bowled him with his 270 at 350 in the snow, and he's come down to a spot just there somewhere. So mission on to get to him before it gets dark so we can find him, and then easy walk back down the hill to camp. Epic. Here he is, bro.
Truth.
Right up in the snow. Epic. Bit of a climb to get here before it got too dark. It's going to make an awesome skin. How good. And then, how good is that? Beautiful. Epic. It does look delicious. Yeah, sweet. So we woke up again this morning, and as you can see around, it's lifted a little bit now, but it's 10 o'clock now and we've been clagged right in all morning, and it's a bit drizzly again as well. So we've decided to pack up camp, and we've got a quiet long trek back to the truck, and we've both got bull Tahr skins in tow, so a bit of extra weight. Main goal of this trip was to get a skin each, so we're pretty stoked with that. And yeah, we're just going to motor on out. Tomorrow would be a full day's walking out anyway, so considering the hunting will be a bit hit and miss today, we're just going to crack on out today. Yeah, man, start walking out. Big load ahead. Ready? Yeah.
Oh, he sacked her straight through the shoulder. Yeah, mate, she's down.
It's all my ammo anyway. Alright, got back to the truck, took us 5.5 hours in the end, a bit of a slog out along the flats and out of the camp that we were in. Packs were pretty full with 2 bull Tahr skins. Didn't bloody, well, I'd been told how much they weigh. It's not until you get them in the flesh that you see how thick and big and woolly they are. They're probably what, like 15, 20 kilo a piece, so adds a bit of weight to the pack. And snotched a couple of nannies on the way out, as you've seen. Makes me feel better about doing my part, you know, not just shooting bulls, shooting some nannies as well. if we'd gone in there and I hadn't seen bugger all tahr, then I wouldn't have done that. I would have just gone for the bulls, but we didn't have any issue finding animals, so quite happy to make sure it's one apiece, male to female, and do our job to keep them in check. So epic trip, really felt like we've earned those bulls. They're not, you know, huge in the horn, but I was primarily after my first winter bull tahr skin to take home and put in the house with the family. So epic to get on another mission down with Cohan, and hopefully it's not another couple of years again until we do it next time. So try and make it a bit more of a regular thing, but you know how life is, she's pretty busy. So epic, hope you enjoyed that. See you on the next mission. Cheers.